Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I got some freaking bangers for y'all today, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a good mood today, ladies and gentlemen. I am in a good mood today. Now, many of you guys may be wondering, well, Buzz, why are you in such a good mood? What's going on? What's the big news? Well, ladies and gentlemen, big news is that our greatest ally in the Middle East is finally getting bombed. And let me go ahead and just I just had to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I've been waiting for this. I just like we needed a W. You know what I mean? We needed a W. The integration between America and the Israeli army is on its way. The first step has passed, and they're still continuing on. Lebanon is still getting bombed. Donald Trump is just rotten from the inside. Let's be quite honest. Look at his hand, his arm, and this guy's just on camera, just releasing gas wherever he is. So we needed some W. You know what I mean? These Israelis have been getting their ways for too long. Therefore, Mark Levine went ahead and decided to, you know, why are we turning on Israel Netanyahu to it today? I mean, did he say tonight? Like, first of all, this has been something that has been happening for quite a while now, Mark Levine. In case you didn't know, the majority of Americans fucking hate Israel. I mean, like, you don't need me to tell you that. I'm not a genius. I'm not a geopolitician. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a random dude who is trying to make it on the YouTube scene. That's all I am. And if I'm able to see that the whole world fucking hates Israel, you on Fox News, who has more... Mark Levine has access to the president of the United States. Let me just go ahead and say that. He has access to the president of the United States. He has access to people who are able to give information that you and I, are the layman, or do not have access to. But for some reason, this chrome dome bald-headed fuck here has no idea why everybody hates Israel and Netanyahu tonight. I mean, look at Gaza. Now look what they're doing in Lebanon. Literally. In fact, Google recently is getting backlash for this. They went ahead and just wipe out all the names in Lebanon, by the way. I mean, they've already had a plan in mind that they're going to go ahead and just annex Lebanon and do exactly what they did to Gaza. And this bald-headed fuck here had the audacity to come on here and say, why are people hating Israel and Netanyahu tonight? I don't know. Maybe if you get your head out of your ass and actually look around you and pay attention to your own fucking citizens, perhaps, just perhaps, you will know why people disdain the state of Israel. And here's another reason why people do not fucking like this state. USSR Liberty. Nobody got indicted for that, FYI. Nobody got locked up. You have people still walking around today who did not get justice for this attack, by the way. And in case you don't know what it is, the USSR Liberty was pretty much a ship that was attacked. It was a spy ship that was around Egypt, and Israeli decided to attack it in an unmarked airplane, which is a declaration of war, FYI, on an unmarked plane, and just continuously kept bombarding it. And they had the audacity to come and say, oh, we didn't know. Meanwhile, the United States flag was flying around. They tried to sink it and they couldn't do it. The reason why they attacked is because they wanted to sink it, blame it on Egypt, get US to get into the war and start World War III. They failed doing that. That's just one example. And of course, this is from the Wikipedia. The USS Liberty incident was an attack on the United States Navy technical research ship Spy USS Liberty by Israel Air Force, jet fighter aircraft, and Israeli Navy motor torpedo boats on June 8th of 1967. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, JFK was killed in 1964 by Israel too. And then in 1967, they decided to attack the, the USS Liberty. And then fast forward to 2001, they decided to attack the Twin Towers. And then fast forward, they, attempted assassination on Donald J. Trump's life. Let's be honest. Why do you think Donald Trump doesn't like to talk about the attempt at assassination? Because our greatest allies will most likely threaten him, by the way, or they have something to do with it. The only reason these people get away with doing horrendous crime, if you want to know if Israel is behind some kind of false flag attack or something major that happened in the United States, just see how much investigation is done. Just see how much investigation is done. Here's a comparison. January 6th, when the White House was pretty much being, taken over by a bunch of, U.S. citizens, right? They did more investigation on that day than they did on September 2021. I can't even get my date right. On September 9th, 9/11, they did more investigation on January 6th than they did on the Twin Tower. They did more investigation on January 6ers than they did on Charlie Kirk assassination, than they did on USSR Liberty, than they did on JFK. And each and every single one of those have a connection that goes back to our greatest ally. And then recently, the Pentagon decided to pretty much increase the threat level of the Israelis, the espionage level of the Israelis. So yes, Mark Levin, I'm just a nobody. I'm just a man who likes to pay attention to the citizen. I'm a man who likes to pay attention to truth seekers. And I can come to a conclusion that the reason the world fucking hates Israel, the reason that the reason America hates Israel is because of this action. That's America alone. That's America alone. The reason why Iran literally calls America the great Satan is because America is helping Israel. It's not because America is attacking. I mean, that might have a little part to do with it, but that's not the majority of the reason why. The reason why Iran hates America, the reason why Iran calls America the great Satan is because America is the lapdog of Israel. Every single time Israel wants a country or some Arab country in their neighbor to be wiped out, guess who gets called on them? America. This is literally why the 20-year war was fought. This is why Yemen got destabilized. This is why Gaddafi had to go. This is why Afghanistan, you name it. I don't even want to go over the whole list, but you name it. For some reason, these people are attached to every single one of them. Every single one of them. You chrome dome fuck. This is why nobody likes this state. And this is why I'm having a good day, ladies and gentlemen, because Iran has finally decided to continue the bombardment. They've decided to continue the bombardment, and the internet is going haywire right now. A lot of people are pretty much saying, oh my God, like look at that, Ian Carroll. Iran didn't start this war, you dumb fuck. He was replying to whoever the hell. Oh yeah, this freaking Israeli shell over here. Here's another one right here. The songs are starting to boom again. Yeah. So I think this is probably an old video, but you get the whole point, all right? And then here's Laura Loomer, the freaking transvestite. I don't even know what the hell is wrong with this one right here. She is a brain dead, FYI. She's also known as a predator. She, preying on weak, vulnerable men that are trying to make it big in the political scene. So allegedly, FYI, I'm not gonna dive into that. Only stupid country don't shoot back when you're shot at. Only stupid countries don't shoot back when you're shot at. So you telling me that Iran had every single right to fight back? Is that what you're telling me? Let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say.
If you fired a U.S. Navy ship, what are we supposed to do? Say, oh, there's a ceasefire. We're not going to shoot down your drone. That's a stupid question. That's a stupid position to take. Of course we fired back at them. They were shooting at us. That's what I would expect to do.
Wait. Why are they shooting at us? We're not just going to jump over that. Why are they shooting at us? They didn't start this war. Iran came to the table, try to talk. They try to say, hey, we don't want this fight. We don't want to fight anybody. Let's talk it out. But instead, you guys decided to let Israel just freaking dog walk you in the Middle East and let you do whatever the hell, let them tell you to do whatever the hell they want you to do in the Middle East. Aren't you the same guy that literally said that Israel was getting ready to attack? Therefore, you decided to just preemptively attack a fucking elementary school filled with little girls? I mean, these people are just fucking like, I don't know. Oh my God, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm excited, but at the same time, my blood is boiling because these are the people who are literally controlling one of the most powerful country in the fucking world. Holy crap. These people have the key to the nuclear bombs. Do we not have any more like sane people? I mean, we had Thomas Massey and he just got freaking kicked out of office. We still have Ro Khanna, but he's like one out of how many, bro? Slowly and gradually, the country has been completely taken over. This is why I say that the Arabs are literally fighting on the behalf of Europe. They are fighting on the behalf of Europe. But instead of looking at these people as the hero, you demonize them and you looked at them as the bad guys. When we can all see with our own two eyes that Israel is the most corrupt country in the fucking world. We can see it. Do I need to go over the freaking list of all the war crimes that they have committed? The ICJ has a warrant against Benjamin Netanyahu. Look at Gaza before and after. They're literally trying to do the same thing to Lebanon. Let me go ahead because I have my notepad here in case many of you guys kind of missed it. I'm not going to read the whole thing out to you guys. FYI, there's more down here. But I went ahead and did a little bit of research, and I was looking into all the war crime that Israel has committed starting from 1948. Keep in mind, it goes further back than that, but let's be generous, okay? Because there can only be so much that we can write, all right? There can only be so much that we can write. So I went down the list, and I went ahead and compiled more of the, let me zoom out real quick. Yeah, so pretty much this is the whole list right here. You can't really read it from there. And those are all the war crimes that these people have committed. But for some reason, America still decided to say, oh, they're the greatest allies that we have. Oh, the state of Israel is so great. Oh my God. Oh, they're so great to us. So yeah, you know, yeah. So pretty much, people are just thrilled about the fact that Israel is getting bombed now. All I gotta say is, if you're a human being with a little bit of, you know, love in your heart and you have a little bit of emotion and you have like two brain cells that's still working up there, let's be honest, you can see Israel for the country that it is. Nobody feels sympathy for these people. When the bombs start flying down, people are extremely excited about it. I mean, Dan Bazilian said if he gets into office, the first thing he will do is literally declare war against the state of Israel. Do I blame him? I don't blame him. I do not blame him whatsoever, because let's be honest, the majority of the major conflict that are going on in the world today, Israel is attached to it. I mean, like, come on, man. It's right there. It's like, it's in plain sight. These people, they tell us what they're going to do, and they're doing exactly what they say they will do. I don't blame them for doing what they're doing. Well, I do blame them. But what I'm saying is, we as people, we hear what they're going to do. But instead, we let people like Mark Levine and all these Fox News and CNN tell us that, oh, the Israelis are, you know, the vulnerable people, that they need our help and they need to be defended, when these people are literally starting war every fucking day. Have you heard about the seven war that they're fighting, and then the 8th one is going to be the war online? Guess what? You and I, the layman, we can't fight the seven war, but they are definitely fighting the one online, and that one is affecting you whether you like it or not. Anyways, this video has gone on for a little bit too long, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to go ahead and just talk a little bit about this thing, because, oh my God. Please, if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys up in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.